Attack, brought to you by the Indiana Corn Marketing Council, E85 and Unleaded 88. I'm Jimmy Shaberg, and I'm sitting here with Brooke Barini. This is day 3 of the half-mile airport racing live from Marion, Indiana. We have another sold-out event with multiple 2,000-plus wheel horsepower cars battling it out all weekend. Temperature here is perfect. The skies are blue, and we have all the things ready for more records that could very well drop here in Marion, Indiana. What do you think about that, Brooke?
Very excited. It's going to be an amazing day. Like you said, it is beautiful outside. I can't wait to see how these cars perform.
It's going to be so much fun. I can't wait. So for everybody watching at home, we are streaming live on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitch, and we thank you for joining us. This is a Revolution Shift Sector event. Today's broadcast is produced by Revolution and directed by Jeffrey J. Hart. Let's not forget, you can see all of our cars right there on the pre-grid. Everybody's ready. The weather is perfect for yet another day of breaking records, potentially. And of course, we saw Mark Rau, AZ Cycle Parts, break the overall world record. That now, in the standing half mile, is 260.7 miles an hour. So that was a lot of fun. And of course, we've got pretty much a whole host of fast cars all week, and you can see them kind of staged up there. That looks a lot to me like that's that FD, Brooke.
Ooh, I love this car. Yeah,
he broke 190 miles an hour yesterday. I believe it's a turbo LS, if I'm not mistaken in that. Got Brian Priest in the ZL1 1LE, 1,450 horse in that car, Brooke.
Incredible.
How much horsepower does your GTR make?
About 1,650.
Oh, you got him. Got him. Think you could take Brian?
I think that would be a fun race.
Well, I think we need to hook that up. We just have to have your car here.
We will get it here. Abilene, coming for you.
All right, arm drop. That FD is on a move.
Man.
Here comes the Camaro. That's Kelly in the FD. Kelly with a new best, 192.6. Wow.
Very fast. We got Brian Priest, 186.
Yeah, 1,450 horse in that beast, 186.4. Nicely done.
Very nice. Sounds good, too.
Yeah, it did. Looks like we got Daniel. You know how to say Daniel's last name, don't you?
Pergini.
There you go. Rob Clark on the other side in the Camaro. Rob's been at 147.9.
So Daniel Pergini, best time so far, 159. Let's see if he can beat that.
Yeah, absolutely, Rob. I don't know, just gotta wait for the mile an hour to show up here. It looks like Rob with a 145.8.
158 for Daniel.
Nice.
Almost there.
So we've got an in car right there. Peter coming up in the top. Can't even talk today. Tesla Model S Plaid, been a best of 174.4. This one we can talk the whole time because it's. Well, it sounds like a spaceship,
It does
right?
sound like a spaceship.
So we could talk about anything, right? There's no loud motor noises coming out of that. On the other side of him, it looks like we've got Aaron Wilson Corvette, 600 horse, no mile an hour yet on him. Beautiful vet, though.
Love those wheels. Looks like the Tesla got out on him.
Oh, definitely. Towing that Corvette all the way down to the end. I think those, if I'm not mistaken, Brooke, I think those wheels on that beautiful Z06, C5 Z06, I believe those are the CCW Classics, but I could be wrong.
All right, Peter with a 172.
Aaron with a 152.7. Why don't you announce? Can you see this side or this side better? You can see. That's what I thought. So why don't you announce this side? I'll announce that side. Try that, okay? Making some adjustments up here, having a good time. Looks like that's Steve McNew. That's Mark McNew right there. He's been a best of 153.6.
Jimmy, this weather's so good. I think that we could see some new PBs today.
I know, like PB and J.
Very good.
All right. I love the jelly. 151.4 for Steve. That's a big old burnout. What's going on there? Look, they got a little scooter following it around. It's going to take him a while to get down to the big end with that scooter, though. I wonder how fast a scooter goes. Chime in the live stream chat with your guess. It's Christopher Craig, GT500. That thing sounds like it's going to be bad fast. 1,200 horse. He's been 184.5 before.
Boy, that car is rowdy.
I like it. Rowdy. That's a good one. I think that's perfect for that car. It did sound all kinds of rowdy. Mile an hour coming up. It's car number 3, of course. 183.4 new best. No, missed it by a little there. 183.4 that pass. 184 was best.
Jimmy, looks like we got some new cars coming up. Ashley Carmody with her 2024 Ferrari 296 GTB.
Wow, how cool is that? Is the first Ferrari, Brooke? That's pretty neat. I got Cody Johnson Corvette, 575 horse next to Ashley there. Cody getting taken down by the Ferrari.
Man, that car looks good too.
Love that.
That looked quick. I wonder what Ashley did. 173 in the Ferrari. That is pretty fast, Jimmy.
That's very fast, actually. That's one of the faster Ferraris I've called. Not a lot of Ferraris show up here, so it's great to see that. Cody with a 160.66. Pretty fast there, too, considering.
All right, we got Colin Reservoir, 2018 Huracan.
And Christopher Burke right there in the nth Moto Viper, been 224, looking for 230. 2,222 nth Moto horsepower. Wait for that Viper, because...
I don't know, Jimmy, that Lambo's fast.
Yeah, that Lambo's moving too. It'll be interesting to see the mile an hour. We're both waiting for it over here.
Colin with a 206, just under his best, a 207.
Christopher Burke, 219 in that nth Moto Viper. Both fast. That's our first over 200 mile an hour passes of day 3. What do we got here?
We got Tracy Clark in the Camaro ZL1.
We got Gregory Cross in a WRX STI.
Tracy getting a little squirrely.
What if we got a different color trunk on the STI? Does that make it faster? Does that add horsepower, Brooke?
Maybe it does.
Do you think he hides all of his head gaskets in the trunk or in the glove box?
Very good, Jimmy. All right, let's see. Tracy's been very consistent in the 151, so let's see. 151 again.
Nicely done. Gregory with the 136.2. That makes it the second fastest Subaru and only other Subaru out here.
All right, Charles Merrill in his Busa in the left lane.
Joe Miller right there, bike number 218. Don't have a mile an hour yet on Joe, but Charles obviously been 200.
See if Charles can break that 200. $189 for Charles, left lane in the Busa.
165.1 for Joe in the Cowie. Looks like we got Will Smith. He's going to slap around. He's in the Super. Is he going to slap around that Mustang? What do you think, Brooke?
I don't know. Adrian Melendez in the Mustang. I love those Mach 1s.
Now, I did talk to Will earlier today. He's running now his second fuel pump because he only had one yesterday. He's looking for 170 anything, and I think he's going to get it. He did slap around a lot of competitors yesterday. We'll get a little sideways there.
He's holding steady.
Does look good. Is it going to be 170 for him? Definitely towed that Mustang all the way down. $163.4 or $163.3 for Will.
151 for Adrian in the Mach 1. All right, who do we got here? This is Jeremy Palmer in his 97 Skyline GTR. That does not look like a 97 Skyline GTR, Jimmy.
No, it really doesn't. I think somebody made a little, or having a little fun with us. That's Julian Bassler Nismo GTR. But that definitely looks like a
Jeep Trackhawk.
Yeah, that's 100% what that looks like to me. Nice try, Jeremy, trying to sneaky yes.
It's a shame. I was really excited to see that Skyline.
I'm not going to lie, so was I. Close race there. Bassler Nismo GTR 144.
Wow, and Jeremy with a 143.
Nicely done.
All right, we got Spencer King in the left lane, his Z06 Corvette.
Got Ron Vale GT350. They're ready to go. Got the optional Shelby wheels on that GT350. Kind of a rare car. They didn't make a lot of those back then. 624 horse. Looks like 600 in Spencer's Z06. Arm drop about ready to go down. One of our grid girls. I believe that's Lakeland. Check her out on Instagram if you'd like.
Let's see. It looks like we don't have times for either yet, so this will be exciting. Love that in-car view.
Isn't that great?
Spencer, left lane, 159.
Ron with a 120.2 and the in-car there.
All right, we got Jordan Sloan in the M3 CS.
Maximilian coming back for more millions. 167.7 best so far. Wonder which one's running the unleaded 88 Indiana Corn Marketing Council sweet corn fuel.
Probably both of them, Jimmy.
Well, they're both fast, so it does make sense. You know, you can put that in your lawnmower too. Just throwing it out there.
All right, 163 for Jordan in the left lane.
Maximilian, what did he do this time around? I'm not sure. Looks like 166.1.
All right, left lane, we got a Corvette Z06, Keith Reynolds.
I show that I got Christopher Burke, but I can't see it in my queue. Is that a Viper? It doesn't look like a Viper on the other side.
No, it sure doesn't look like a
No,
Viper.
it does not. That's what shows up in my queue, so I'm going to let that one fly. I didn't catch the car number.
That looks like a Charger.
Keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls at home, we are over a half mile away from the starting line, so we're making guesses, doing the best as we can. Waiting for any kind of mile an hour to show up.
All right, 155 for Keith Reynolds. It's actually his best time.
Yeah, it is. It got a new
Very
best.
nice.
146.9 for what appeared to have been a Charger.
All right, Sarah Bolin. Love to see these women drivers.
Got Garrett in the Z06 next to Sarah. Sarah's been faster. Just wanted to point that out. What a great morning to make horsepower.
Absolutely.
Fast Corvette pulling up to the line right there.
Oh, the Pro Speed.
That thing was pretty wicked yesterday.
Oh, yeah, it's been doing great.
It's Greg's right there.
Sarah Bolin with a 148.3.
Garrett, last pass, 154.2. This is
Greg Ibsen in the Pro Speed Corvette. Best of 210 so far. Let's see if he can put something better down.
Looks straight and clean so far.
Very fast. Man, that looked good.
Yes, it did. A lot of fast Corvettes here at this event.
All right, Greg with a 220, 10 miles an hour faster than his previous best here this weekend. That's incredible.
That did look fast, Brooke, not going to lie. 220.91 miles an hour for Greg. What a deal. He just gained all that mile an hour.
Jeff Wisher in the left lane, his Shelby GT 350R getting a little squirrely.
He was all kinds of squirrely, but he's taking that Camaro downtown. That's Ryan Scholler, been a best of 143. Got a fast Porsche coming up.
All right, Jeff with a 172.4.
Close to his best, yeah.
Close.
Ryan Scholler, 140. Here's Juan Fernandez. He went 221.
221. That is fast. Jimmy, that Porsche's hauling.
Yeah, look
Oh,
like
looks
it
like he
was.
just let
got
out.
out of it, though. That's too bad. He was on a pass
He
there.
really
You could
was.
see it. I mean, he was on a pass. I don't know if you caught that at home, but there was no doubt in my mind that was going to be bad fast. He got out of it for whatever reason. So if I know Juan, he'll be back.
All right, we got Jessica Hassing in her 2013 Ford Mustang. Now, Jimmy, she has gone through hell and back, making sure that she can get a great pass this weekend. She actually headed up the road 2 hours away at Fat House Performance and put the car together. Her best this weekend out of the 210, going for 211.
She might get it right here, Brooke. That looked fast and clean.
Wow, it looked fast.
I think she might have lifted right before the flags, though, but let's see what it does to her mile an hour.
Jessica did it. She did it 211. Look at that. You know, she called it just minutes before she went out, and she did it. Congratulations, Jessica.
That was great. Yeah, I saw you guys chatting over in the pits. Jessica's first class. Tyler, the husband, obviously builds the car. Jessica drives. 211.2. She's going to be really happy with that. Congratulations.
Got Doug Seitz in his Chevy Corvette.
Kim coming up in the GT 350, 450 horse, no mile an hour yet on either of these. Mile an hour coming up, 147.3 for the Mustang.
And Doug, 162 for the Corvette. Pretty good.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of fast Corvettes here.
All right, Jeffrey Barcombe in his Z06 Corvette, best of 162. What's he going to do this pass? We got Barry Malone in the right lane. Barry Malone, right lane, C6, Z06. Coming around Jeffrey. Wow, that was a good pass, Jimmy.
It looks spicy.
All right, Jeffrey with the 157, Barry with a 164.
Definitely looks spicy.
All right, up next we got Jeremy Williamson in his Harley Davidson Road Glide. I can't wait to see this thing. No time yet, but I'm really excited to see what it puts down. And next to him we got Todd Knoll in his 911 GT3. Best of 194. Jimmy, I've never seen a Harley Davidson race before. This is exciting.
I love it. You know, and you got Todd Knoll on the other side. No, I don't see Todd. Where is Todd? That's what shows up on my screen anyway. See the Harley. Wow, that's a pretty neat looking bike.
Looks like this will be a solo pass.
You know, Brooke, I think he's moving out.
He is.
What a neat looking bike.
Jeremy Williamson, 169 on his Harley. That's incredible.
Whoa. That's big, bad Todd Nall, 1,400 horse. Been a best of 194 this week, and I've called him over 200.
Jimmy, he's looking for a 211 right now.
If anybody can do it, Todd's a guy who can. Big shout out to his wife, Amber. I believe she's at home. Just wanted to say hi. Mile an hour looks like
187 for Todd Nall.
I did hear him bouncing off the rev limiter,
I
so
did.
I know he was having some transmission related things.
All right, Colton Hodge in his Z06.
Christopher in that fancy neon. That's that SRT4, 500 horse. Called Christopher many times. Not sure what's going on. I don't see anything out there. Do you, Brooke? It's out of my vantage point.
No, I can't see anything either right now.
I mean, Todd's on the return road, so I'm not sure. Must be. I saw everything, that fancy neon that you see right there, probably chewing down some of that beautiful, sweet, unleaded 88 Indiana Corn Marketing Council. Little fancy neon there, but it popped right out of our screen. I don't know who's next to him either, so we're just kind of waiting. You know, while we're waiting, I can certainly say that I appreciate everybody joining us out here.
All right, there goes Colton.
Fancy Neon's going to have to do some fancy neon stuff. That SRT4 500 horse. Beautiful blue neon. They don't make those anymore. Mile an hour coming up for both of them.
Colton Hodge with a 157.
Look at that neon with a 153.9. Just about as fast as a Corvette. I got to say.
That's pretty fast.
That's pretty fast.
David Perlman cannot wait to see this car run again. 2016 Huracan with a best of is 251.
251.
Wow.
Yeah. We've alerted fire and safety. I know this is David Perlman's car for sure. Usually a real hot pass. So we're going to watch this one real close. Watch at home. He's moving side to side on the track, but he is on the boil.
Oh my God.
Dump the parachute. Mile an hour. Look big to me. What's it going to be, Brooke? What's it going to be?
Great. Dave Perlman with a 247. That was a quick pass.
Yeah, that was moving. It looked faster than that to me, so I'm not sure, but I could tell you it was going side to side there for a little bit. But a 247.9, that's the third hit over 235 miles an hour. They've only made 3 passes, so good job for Perlman's car.
All right, we got Aaron Wilson coming down the track in his Chevy Corvette, left lane, best of 152.
They are side by side
They
right now.
are.
Look at that, a little, Corvette going around the outside of that Mustang. Don't have the Mustang info to announce just yet.
$153 for Aaron Wilson. That's his new best for the weekend.
We got Josh Gamel. They've got it listed as a Hellcat, so either I'm blind and one eye I can't see out of the other, but either way, that car went 157.07. Got Eric Argenbright Corvette.
Jeremy Temple, left lane, Pontiac GTO.
A goat, a GTO, a little GTO out there. A little Aussie horsepower, if you will. I love it. Miles an hour coming up.
Be on the lookout for you.
Jeremy Temple with a 159. That's pretty quick.
It was pretty good. Yep, 169.5 for the Corvette. Got Steve McNew. That's Mark McNew coming back. He's done like 8 billion passes.
We got Demir in his Audi R8 left lane. Best time 174.
1,000 horse in that R8. He better start making good use of it, or Mark McNew is going to come home with a mile-an-hour win.
Not kidding here.
Oh, he's coming up, though. He's going to get him at the flags. He got him.
Good run.
Little slow to start, but a real big finish.
Demir with 173.
Mark McNew, we're just waiting here for the mile an hour. 152.6. Looks like we got Hunter Sumner, Mustang GT, been a best at 163.
Seth Moore in the left lane with his CT4V Blackwing. No time yet.
Waiting for the mile an hour to see that side win right there, and our grid girls, of course.
All right, Seth Moore left lane in the Blackwing, 129.9.
Hunter Sumner went to the 158.7. Looks like we got Peter coming back, that Tesla Model S Plaid. Sounds like a spaceship. Not sure who he's running there.
Been very
Tesla.
consistent.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm sure, not quite. Oh, look, that is 5th gen Jen Harper with the top up. She did a few top down passes, and I am talking about the car for everyone at home. 173.5 for Peter.
Jennifer with a time's coming in. 155, just below her best of the weekend, 156.
Nicely done, 5th gen. Looks like we've got a couple Corvettes, a little ketchup and mustard coming up.
very good, Jimmy. We got the mustard in the left lane with the Z06. What do we have for ketchup?
Well, we got Andrew Wydell. He's been at 162.5, so it's pretty closely matched. So I guess it depends if you like ketchup or mustard on your hot dog. Because somebody's going to walk away as the wiener.
And it looks like Mustard took this one. 163 in the left lane.
Yeah, Andrew Wydell coming up. Looks like we got a beautiful STO on the launch pad right there. Don't have Wydell. There it is, 160.4.
Oh, this is going to be a good race. Charles Merrill on the Busa on the left lane.
It's been 200, yep. Julian Bassler STO. It's a great shot. Revolution.com is giving us. Busa running away from that STO that has 360 miles on it now. Breaking it in the right way, if you know what I mean.
Absolutely. Looked like a fast pass for Charles on the Busa. 192.
STO, the 152.2.
Got Chris Ambrosetti in the RS3 left lane.
Nino in the Corvette. Been a 107.1. Beautiful car there. Got all the hash stripes. All the stuff on that Corvette. Audi's like, not today.
Dude, that Audi's moving.
Not today, New Balance. I'm going all the way down. Yeah, these
man.
RS3s, like I was telling you yesterday, are bad fast.
Love the color, too.
Nardo Gray, I believe. So, New Balance, mile an hour. He just now crossed the traps.
Chris Ambersetti with a 145. That's not bad.
Pretty good for a little
Yeah.
four-door Audi. And the 138, new best for New Balance there. New Balance Nino.
All right, we got Jeremy Palmer back in his 97 Skyline GTR that looks suspiciously like a Trackhawk.
Yeah, it really does. That has more Trackhawk vibe to me. But hey, we're reading what we see. So Julian Bassler, Perf Lambo there, 640 horse. Been a best of 154.4.
Jeremy Palmer with a 141.
Julian with a 153.5 that time, close to the best. We've got Will Bartlettson Viper, been at 164.3.
And Zach Moore in his ZL1 left lane, best of 172.
It's a fast Camaro.
It is.
I'd almost, you know what? I'd call that a bitchin' Camaro. Just throwing it out there.
It's moving, that's for sure.
Oh, yes, it is. Took down that Viper, a Will Bartlettson, no problem. Mile an hour, both of these coming up.
Looks like the Camaro left lane 172.02.
Waiting for Will Bartlettson, mile an hour. I got Mike Morrison in the Boo Boo Malibu, been at 168.1. Will Bartlettson 160.
Oh, it looks like Glenn Griffiths in the left lane with his GT500 Mustang moving.
That is the Indiana Corn Marketing Council GT500. Both these locals. Mike Morrison coming out here for years in that 1,300 horse Malibu. Of course, Glenn Griffiths sipping on that beautiful unleaded 88, unleaded.
Glenn Griffiths, it looks like he let up a little bit in the end, 132.
Mike with a 155.1.
All right, Maximilian in the left lane with his ZX 10R.
Dustin in that Ninja H2, been 200.8. He's looking for a 2011. Whoa. Waiting for that mile an hour to show up here on our screen.
Maximilian 167.
Dustin Ninja with a 196.5. Looks like we got a Will Martinson LT3 Stingray coming up.
Oh, Jimmy, I love this. This is Patrick Parker in his Honda S2000.
Yep, Patrick's been coming out here for years. I think last time he had a hard top or soft top on, I'm not sure. But he's definitely topless right now, and he is on the move. Look at that.
Wow, he's going. He went around the Corvette.
I'm, taking a look at that S2000. I haven't seen Patrick in a bit, but it looks like he blew the door off. He's got a door of a different color there. So there's that.
A fast little S2000.
Mm-hmm. Good. We're looking here for the Corvette mile an hour. Don't have it just yet. Patrick Parker, there they are.
Patrick Parker, 164.77.
I say really blew the door off the Corvette. 141.0 for that one. Here's another fast Corvette right here.
Jimmy, I'm pretty sure this is my neighbor right here.
Yeah, I believe you interviewed him yesterday. You guys live a few miles apart,
We
huh?
do.
Yeah, Michael Rieger, great guy, 1,100 horse. He's been a 207.7. Yeah, you guys were chatting. I think you're gonna show up. I think all together, right?
Yeah, I think that's gonna be great. Go to Abilene.
I'm excited to see all of that. Rieger with another bad fast pass, 203.5. He's been working on that car for some time. Like I said, I've known Michael at these events for a bit. Gustav in the M340i.
Oh, now Chris. We got Chris Williams in the Austin Martin, as Jimmy likes to say.
I stand corrected. I like to have fun with that, but it is an Aston, not an Austin. Austin Healey, Aston Martin. I knew that, but I like to see if people actually notice. So thank you all to everyone online that noticed that yesterday. Sometimes we do that just to have a little fun.
The Aston Martin coming around the BMW.
Well, it's a mystery race, I guess. I don't have the mile an hour that populated on my screen for that, so I apologize. Nope, there it is.
All right, 143.18 for Chris Williams in the Aston Martin.
Gustav in the Beamer, 133.3. Alicia Lynch, Corvette C8, no mile an hour yet. Beautiful car up against...
Wow, Julian. Julian just overtook her in his Huracan.
Yeah, that's the faster of the 3 Lamborghinis he brought out to this event. I think he's given passes, so I'm imagining it'll probably be limited to 180 or less.
And you were right, 173.88.
We do have a passenger mile an hour limit when you have a passenger of 180 miles an hour, and of course Julian always very respectful of that. His car is capable of well over 200. Here we go.
Right. Patrick Kennedy in his GTR, my favorite car of the weekend.
English Racing in the house once again. Patrick on a good run. Pulled the chute. Both chutes. That's what it takes to slow that big beast down. That is Redzilla, mile an hour. Best has been 227 this weekend. I'm just waiting for it to populate here on my screen. There it is, 227.5, new best for him this weekend at least.
Very fast GTR.
Kennedy Racing, English Racing in the house. Jace Newman, Hayabusa. Looks like he got a couple bikes there.
Kent Scheller with his CBR 1000 with a best of 176.
178 for the Busa so far.
Should be a good matchup here.
I think so. That bike flew by so quiet, I almost didn't hear it. I think that was the Busa with a 175.4.
The CBR 1000 with a 110.
I'm not sure. It seemed a little slow that time.
Yeah. Josh Barkley in the left lane in the M8 Comp.
Cody Johnson, Corvette, 575 horse, already been a best of 160.66, which is about right for one of those cars at 600 or less horsepower. 160 to 165 seems to be the norm in the Corvette game, Z06 game. I know my Z06 will do 164 miles an hour in the half mile.
How do you know that, Jimmy?
Well, the person I bought it from, that I bought at one of these events, won 164.
Oh, very nice.
I'm not allowed to drive as I'm part of the show here, so I'm not allowed to drive. Otherwise, I probably would.
All right, Josh Barkley in the M8 Comp, 143.
Cody in the Corvette 156.2. I got Colin in the Huracan. Been a best of 207. That's a Sissio performance car, it looks like.
Left lane, Ramey Swan, Tesla's Plaid.
Yep, that's First Farmers Bank and Trust. That took a while for Colin and that Lambo to get around him. Did you just see that?
I saw that.
Wow, I didn't quite expect that. Wonder what that mile an hour looks like for both of them.
174 for Ramey Swan.
206.99 for Sissio Performance Huracan. Nicely done there. Ashley in the 296 Ferrari GTB. Looks like Brooke already called a 173.88 for that beautiful Ferrari, the only Ferrari on the property.
Todd Zeppelin in the Mustang GT next to her in the left lane.
Yeah, 770 horse in the Mustang, 830 in the Ferrari. How's it going to go down?
I don't know, Jimmy. Ashley's impressing me in that Ferrari.
Ashley's literally tugboat lengths is what she's laying on that Mustang. Tugboat lengths. That's a new one.
That might be the fastest Ferrari I've ever seen.
It's one of the fastest Ferraris that we've called for sure. Ashley with a 174.01 new best.
Todd Zeppelin with a 150. We got Eric in his Dodge Viper, best of 152.
I got Mr. F-150, Mark Colglazier. Been a best of 142 in that beautiful F-150. Only 10 miles an hour separate that Viper, which has 700 horse, up against the F-150 of Mark's with 700 horse, and I think Mark might catch him. It was close.
I'm telling you, Jimmy, Eric just needs to put that wing back on. I think then he'll be all straight and ready to go.
I think you're right. That arrow does make a difference. Sometimes takes away, sometimes adds the mile an hour. Mile an hour, speaking of that, coming up.
Eric with a 148.03.
Mark Colglazier with a 142.9. New best for him. Good job, Mark.
All right, we got Brad Pursley in his Mustang GT.
Tracy Clark, Camaro ZL1, been a best of 151.9. You do this.
All right, we got Demir. Demir left lane in his R8. Steve McNew in his Mach 1 right lane. All right, Demir with the 172 and Steve McNew and his Mach 1 with the 152.
All right, great job there, Brooke. Looks like we got a little Mopar crime going down right here up against the Subaru.
The second fastest Subaru on the property.
Yeah, looking good though. Already ripped off a 136.2 for the Subaru.
Very good, Jimmy.
I just wonder if that trunk lid being a different color is helping or hurting. I can't tell. We're just waiting for a mile an hour here. Subaru with a 124.3. Head gaskets might be coming into play there.
Hellcat with a 157.2.
It's Mike McCarley right there in that ZR1. Been a 187.3. I don't even have that other car in our queue. Not sure what just happened there, but for those that asked at home. But I do have Mike McCarley, and maybe that was Nikolai in the Hellcat, but a little late to the game as far as, yeah, that was Nikolai with a 145.9, and then Brooke, you got Mike McCarley in that spicy Corvette ZR1.
Oh, yeah.
Ready to launch right there. He just wanted to do the solo passes, but yes, I don't blame him.
His best is a 187.3.
I believe he's got that Vengeance Racing horsepower. I'm pretty sure I saw that car over in the pits over there.
Ooh, love that rear diffuser. Oh, no.
Not sure what's up there.
Looks like we have some liquid down.
Maybe. All right. So looks like we're going to have Adrian Melendez in the Mach 1 coming up.
All right, Rob Clark in the ZL1 1LE. Best time of 1:47.9.
Adrian with a 1:54.000. Oh my goodness. Fastest so far. Great. We've got a little tiny cleanup we're going to do here on the track, make sure everything's good, and of course we'll be back to racing here shortly. And with that, you know, I can go over a couple things I'd love to. All right, we're back here. It looks like saw Rob Clark rip off a 1:44.3. Getting ready to go back to green, and saw Rob Clark there with a 1:44.3. Not sure what to expect next. So many cool things going on. I believe, I'm gonna get some confirmation, but I believe Jessica Hassing did reset the Mustang overall half-mile world record at 2:11 and change, so we're getting some confirmation.
That was a beast of a pass.
It was great. So we're getting some confirmation on that. I just want to give her a shout out. I know Brooke's going to do an interview as soon as we kind of get set up for that in 20 or 30 or so minutes, so you're not going to want to miss that. I know Jessica's had some challenges getting to that with a new setup and still just knocked it out of the ballpark. So proud of her. So good for that. I got Kelly, looks like coming up in that RX-7 is what dropped in my queue, that FD LS, I believe it's turbo. Already been at 192, but let's see what he can do this time.
Man, that thing looks so good.
It's unbelievable with The lack of aerodynamics on that car, meaning additional aerodynamics, how fast that car is.
Yeah.
Like it's getting traction. Look, he keeps going faster, 194.72 miles an hour.
Incredible.
For Kelly in the FDRX7. Look at, there's a great view right there of our staging area for all those, I'm going to call them hot rods. And we're just kind of getting ready to rumble here. I know I saw Underground Racing sneaking up to the front. I believe if that car is green, I can't tell on my screen. If that car is green, that's going to be Tyler Mixon. Underground Racing, of course. Tyler's looking to reset another world record in that car, and I'm super excited to see that happen. Looks like I got Steve McCooney in the Corvette, 500 horse, no mile an hour yet. We're about ready to get it. And stay tuned here, because it does appear as though I did see the Underground Racing support vehicle head to the finish line. So you could be ready to witness more awesomeness from the UGR camp. 128.6 for Steve. Now I got Spencer King. It looks like they're all running out of one lane. Not sure if they're still doing something with the other, but Spencer King coming up in the Z06, 600 horse, but the best of 159.1. We're definitely gearing up for something, Brooke, because I see a lot of activity in the Underground Racing area. Love that FD.
God, I also love that FT. You see his license plate too soon, Junior.
Is that what the license plate says?
Yes, it is.
Okay, now I'm really a bigger fan. Didn't even think that could happen. Spencer King, 156.1 for that Z06. Got the Shift Sector Taxi coming up. Indiana Corn Marketing Council. See it right there. I don't know why he's got a sloth decal on the side.
Gonna have to ask him.
Well, wait, it is actually Mark Bayless. Never mind. I got the answer I was looking for. Mark and I are besties. What can I say? I just saw it drop in my queue. I got Tyler Mixon STO coming up, 2,000 horse Underground Racing horsepower, 250 I know is what he is looking for.
And he's been close.
He's on the boil. I know they got everything kind of set up for this big run coming up. We've already alerted fire and safety. Got everybody kind of on point to.
There he is.
He's right there. So here we go. We got Tyler Mixon, part of the AZ Cycle Parts Underground Racing team over there, coming up, looking for another world record, looking for 250 out of this car, DCT plus record. We've alerted fire and safety. Brooke, this could be a really fast pass.
I feel like it's gonna be. I'm very excited to see this car run.
Speaking of feeling, I have a feeling you're gonna feel this pass. All the feels in that comment, but here we go. Tyler Mixon, world record attempt. UGR, Tyler Mixon in the house.
Wow, I can feel it coming from here.
That was a great launch. He's definitely in the power. Wow. Wow. You can see it there at home. Oh my goodness, you could feel it while you're here. Tyler Mixon, Underground Racing, looking for that mile an hour. Is it a record? There it is.
Wow.
252.24 miles an hour. That is a new world record for that configuration, which I believe is DCT. Hopefully I got that right. Underground Racing in the house. Tyler Mixon piloting that beast. Unbelievable. What do you think about that?
Incredible job. And I mean, blew it out of the water. They wanted a 250. They got 252.
Underground Racing always delivering. There you go. Yet another Underground Racing record set. Love it. Looks like that's Mark Rau. That's our 260 plus mile an hour overall record holder. Looks like he's running to the car there. We're going to get him a new jacket. He's got the old 250 mile an hour. He's going to have to give that to Tyler. That's what's going to have to happen. That was amazing. Hopefully everybody got a chance to see that. 252.24 miles an hour. Jeremy Palmer in that Trackhawk. Been a best of 150 or 143. Looks like that time 142.0. Now we got Joe Miller in the Kawasaki ZH2. I think that's not quite right, but nonetheless, been a best of 165. Great looking bike. Joe Miller there. Not sure what we're waiting for, but we're waiting for something.
I like his suit.
Yeah, it matches the bike. Pretty cool.
Yeah,
He's looking right at us right there. Everybody home wave. That is a good looking bike. It looks like he's possibly got an extended swing arm on that one too. I think the kind of power that bike makes, 220, I think it probably should have an extended swing arm. Woo! I'm still shaking on that 252 past Tyler Mixon underground racing. That was amazing.
It sure was. It's really cool when you can feel the power from where we're sitting, Jimmy.
He's going to be excited about that. I was talking to him yesterday, and that was the goal, was 250, and he just ripped off a 252 plus. It's going to be, I can hear the underground racing pits. Everybody's going bananas over there.
All right, here comes Joe.
Can't forget about Joe. $159.46, Joe Miller there. Little slower than his best 165 so far, but hey, still getting it done. Looks like everybody's running. I think I'm going to take turns here with Brooke.
All right, we got Raymond Powell and his Dodge Charger coming up. The best of 146.96. Car makes 700 horsepower.
Yeah, that's a lot of cars all geared up, ready to go on such a gorgeous day out here in beautiful Marion, Indiana.
Beautiful.
Of course, this live stream brought to you by First Farmers Bank and Trust and Indiana Corn Marketing Council. Brought to you by Revolution.com. All these great camera angles, and of course, we're powered up by none other than Shift Sector. I love the porta potty in the middle of the field. That's my favorite right there. Hey, where do you want the... Oh, my understanding is that porta potty was put out there very specific, so I'm getting confirmation of exactly why. So we'll report on that later. Maybe you can make some guesses at home. But for now, unleaded 88. And E85 powering up our live stream. Love that. All right, so we got a plane coming in here. Just a couple minutes, so we're going to be cold, and I'll let Brooke chatter maybe a little bit here for a second.
What is not to like about better engine performance, cleaner air, and lower cost? Get all three when you fill up with unleaded 88. Visit incorn.org/ethanol. Unleaded 88, engine smart, earth kind. And for those of you watching at home, just like the race car drivers here, you too can fill up with a renewable corn ethanol blend. Unleaded 88 can be used in virtually every car. While that yellow cap or FlexFuel logo means you can grab the E85 pump. Find a station at incorn.org/ethanol. Greater Indiana Clean Cities is a nonprofit and ethanol advocate for unleaded 88 and E85, providing the Midwest with education and project support for alternative fuels over the last 22 years. Contact Greater Indiana today at greaterindiana.com to learn more.
Great job there, Brooke. See that beautiful airplane. Everybody always wants to see the planes. Remember, we are on an active airstrip out here in beautiful Marion, Indiana. We are guests of this airstrip. Of course, big thanks and shout out to Andy Darlington. Appreciate you. Such a great guy. I haven't had a chance. I waved at him once. I haven't had a chance to say hello, but again, we are the guests here, so we're planes and all kinds of stuff going on. Gorgeous plane, though. See it right there. Definitely a unique color scheme. Love it. Not sure who's in it, but I will ask. Looks like they're going to shuttle from there. This very well could be someone that's actually racing here, so I'll get a little confirmation of that. Pretty cool, though, that we're on an active airstrip. Letting us race here, do our half-mile thing, setting records. Gorgeous plane. I think we should race the plane too, whoever shouted that out. My guess is, once up to speed, that plane's probably going to be a lot faster. I think we've actually done something similar to that in the past. I don't remember if it was Denver or where, but for the record, the car beat the plane right before takeoff.
All right, Jimmy, I'm back. I'm sorry, I was over by the bathroom catching up with Sunir, my teammate.
Yeah, so I just wanted to point out, we actually placed that earlier. You saw that porta potty out in the middle of the field. Yeah. That's actually for Sunir, just in case.
That makes sense.
Yeah, he likes his bathroom breaks, and we wanted to make sure. Of course, he's got a real bad fast Audi R8. I believe that was AMS built, if I'm not mistaken.
Absolutely.
Yep, and loves Sunir. I would really like to get one of his air fresheners, which I'm sure at this point everybody's wondering what that is, but it's a true thing, and so it's got his face on it, and they smell very, very nice, is what I'm told. I've never
like strawberries.
Like strawberries. Okay.
Yep.
Well, you know, I know we had to lock all the RV doors because you never know, Sunir, if he's got to go, he's got to go.
That's for sure.
And again, that's why we placed that porta potty out there, because if Sunir's got to go, he's got to go. And we wanted to make sure that he had some opportunity other than just random, RVs. So, to everybody here, make sure you keep your RV door locked, because Sunir, he likes to, you just never know. You'll hear if you hear that and you're here, that's Sunir trying to get in. So just keep that under wraps. Was that my outside voice? Oh, Sunir's a good friend. We're just watching people, do a plane transfer, and I'm pretty sure I don't see the DEA there, so I think we're in good shape.
It's a cool looking plane.
That thing's gorgeous. That thing's gorgeous. So I'm trying to get information on who is on the plane. I may not get it because they may not want me to know, and that's okay too. But I know there was a couple questions on the live stream, and once again, I don't see like Miami Vice out there, so I think we're good. Are Crockett and Tubbs still a thing? Does that happen? I don't know what's happening. Other than it's a great shot of that plane. Could be powered up by unleaded 88. I don't know.
It very well could be.
Yeah, I don't know. I wonder how many planes are running E85. You know, on Indiana Corn Marketing Council-based corn fuels. I mean, that'd be pretty sweet, wouldn't it?
That'd be awesome.
That's what I'm saying. Brooke, you got our live stream up? Is there anything going on? Are they asking us
Pulling it
anything?
back up right now,
Are they
Jimmy.
asking us anything right now?
Let's see.
This will be good. Pipeline to the princess is what I say.
You're something else, Jimmy.
That's true. That is true. What kind of questions you got for myself or Brooke? Chime on in the live stream. She's got it pulled up right here.
Oh, RDS Slot said maybe the plane runs on unleaded 88.
That's what
we were just saying.
we were
Yeah.
just saying that. I don't see an unleaded 88 sticker on it, and I know you got to be very, very critical on decals on planes. And did you know that the paint thickness has to be a certain mil?
Really?
Fact. Yep. So when you see planes being repainted, that's a pretty good-sized process right there.
So you're saying I can't run up and throw an Alpha Princess sticker on that thing?
Probably wouldn't be the best move. No, no. Although, do you know George Dodworth? Are you friends with him?
Oh, yes. Great friends.
Oh my gosh, I love George and his wife and Christine and all the cool stuff that they do. But he obviously has planes or whatever, and I think Kyle put a 1320 sticker
Did
on
he
it.
really?
I think so. He came in just to say hi.
I'll have to check in with him and see if he noticed any difference when the sticker was on there.
Yeah, his laser light show stuff is world class, and I mean, there's no one better in the business. So, I forget his company name. It's a light.
Laser.
Laser George is what he goes by online, but I can't think of his. I'd love to give him a plug, but for some reason I can't.
Incoming. Hold on.
Yeah. Wish with all the cool stuff that he's got going on, I wish he'd come out to a half-mile event.
Lasershows.com.
Lasershows.com. Want to give George Dodworth and Christine Dodworth a little shout out there because they do some pretty awesome stuff and have some really wicked fast cars. So obviously it'd be great to see them out here anytime. But just because of who they are, I consider them friends. So check them out. You will not be disappointed. They just finished a world tour that was pretty impressive. And when I say impressive, I've never seen anything like it. They can put anything up in a sky it's on the side of a building with lasers. It's insane. Have you seen some of that stuff?
I have. It's so cool.
Well, I was actually I attended the one at the Gorge, and I had never seen anything like it. I was just like, whoa. So anyway, they were just out in Oregon, so pretty excited for that. Meanwhile, we are just waiting for this plane. What do we got? Some questions maybe? Let me see here. Dan Parker. Wow. 211 miles an hour. Hello from the world's fastest blind man. I love that, Dan. Thank you for chiming in. Brett, yep, how you doing? All these kids won't know who Crockett and Tubbs are? Yeah, that's fact. Bridget, yeah, the shift sector taxi will give you rides. You generally have to have a VIP pass, but I'm sure something could be worked out. So, definitely head on over in that area and at least ask, right? I don't have all those. All that information. And of course, Brooke, what is your fastest or quickest, I should say, quarter mile time? I know the answer, but I want you to say it.
So that's a 792.
792, Brooke. Good job. And that is still
Thank
with
you.
a stock-based motor, right? Is that fact?
That is not.
Oh, now you're spicy on me.
We are spicy now.
What was your stock-based motor quickest?
So our stock turbo record was an 872.
That was impressive.
Stock
That's,
turbos.
Right. Nice. Okay, so you're a little modded, which is fine.
Well,
No big
now we're
deal.
upgraded to some Precision turbos. Precision coming on board, helping us out this year.
Nice. So you're getting all the loves right now. Just an FYI on the live stream, somebody's hitting that pretty hard. So congratulations. We're going to have, obviously, Brooke Barini coming out here to the half mile. It's going to be a good time. And we got, let's see here, we got, what's the fastest? Okay, so we got your quarter mile time. Got that. Maybe the plane runs on unleaded 88. Yep.
Let us know in the chat if you have any questions or there's something you want to see.
Fastest Viper speed so far, I think, was Christopher in the nth moto at 217. No, 220, 227. Did he do 227? I'd have to go back and look. But nth moto so far, fastest of the week. Oh, I'm sorry, of today. Always appreciate it when drivers and fans come over, and thank you. That was a wicked 220 pass right there. All right, Dan, just for you, the car that just went 252 miles an hour, it's a green STO, and it's Tyler Mixon. He's over in the AZ Cycle Parts camp, of course, built by Underground Racing. And car was just, I mean, Brooke, wouldn't you say that car was gorgeous?
Yeah. Gorgeous. You know, and I have a soft spot in my heart for those STOs. They just look so good, so aggressive.
Very aggressive looking car, and one of the nicest guys you could ever meet, Tyler Mixon driving. And so, you know, Dan, I'm explaining these things because Dan had chimed in our live stream, and he is blind, so he asked me to describe the car that just went 252, and so that's what I was doing here. So, Dan, appreciate for the question. If you got any other questions, obviously chime in. Looks like we're just waiting for the plane to, I'm going to assume, go get put in a little parking garage. Or do they valet planes here, do you think, maybe?
I bet they do.
They just might. I'm going to let Brooke take this over for a second while I use this opportunity for a bathroom break.
All right, let me know if you see Sunir over there.
Yeah, I'll probably have to use a different bathroom if it's in here. Remember the air fresheners? Yeah.
All right, again, I have the live stream up right now. If you have any questions or if there's anything you want to see, let us know. I want to thank all of you that are in the chat right now, watching from home. Again, shout out to Indiana Corn Marketing Council, the official sponsor of the ethanol class race this year. The Indiana Corn Marketing Council serves the 20,000 Indiana corn farmers to help create demand and broaden markets for corn and corn products like ethanol, opening up opportunities down the road and across the globe for Indiana's corn farmers. We have someone in the chat that says, I want to see Lady Zilla make a pass. Lady Zilla is actually here with us. She came to spectate, and we plan to get her here out on the half mile. And Capo, he asked how many Vipers did Calvo bring. I think I counted 3. I know that Antonio Calvo's home right now. He either just had or is about to have twins. So congratulations to him. Matt Cooper asking, where's that CTSV wagon? You know, I loved seeing that thing yesterday. It was pretty quick. I haven't seen it out here today, but, you know, it's still the morning. We just got started. Maybe it'll make an appearance. Again, Indy Airstrip Attack uses E85, a homegrown plant-based fuel, 85% ethanol, 15% gasoline. Look for the yellow flex fuel gas cap on your vehicle and fill up today. Go to incorn.org/ethanol to learn more. I also want to take this chance to thank all of my girlfriends who came out here with me this weekend. We have Sana, Natasha, Liz, who is single, by the way, Miss S13 on Instagram, hit her up. Sorry, Miss Liz Smith on Instagram, hit her up, she's beautiful. And of course Phil, who is not one of the ladies, but thanks for being here. All right, Michael Perugini, I apologize for that. So one of the drivers out there, his name is Daniel Perugini. We might have been pronouncing that wrong. You heard that right, Jimmy? So we have a racer out there. His name is Daniel Perugini. I know you had a hard time pronouncing that name yesterday.
I did.
So they wanted to chime in and let us know how to pronounce it. So it's Perugini.
Perugini?
Perugini.
Perugini, I got that. I appreciate the correction. Sorry that I got it wrong. Certainly always trying to do it right, but you never know. Some of those names, I mean, my name's one of them, so.
I don't even know how to pronounce your last name.
Shayberg. It's a long
Shayberg.
Shayberg. Yep.
Where's the M?
There is no M. It's Shayberg.
There's no M?
No M.
I thought there was an M in there.
Nope.
Oh, look at me.
Well, everybody gets that too, so I get it, and I know how frustrating it is, so I try my best, but, you know, just ask Mark Colglazier. He's had his name spelled incorrectly in the registration for years, and so he's been nice enough to keep me informed on that. We're just waiting for this plane, Brooke? Is that what we're doing?
I think we're just waiting for this plane.
Well, kind of like Liz is waiting for the next victim.
Victim? Wow. Wow, Jimmy. Again, that's Miss Liz Smith. Ladies and gentlemen, well, probably just gentlemen, hit her up. She's single.
Well, I swear to you right now, I don't know why, and I'll just leave it at that. And what I mean by that is I don't know why she's single. So for all you gentlemen, yeah, that's the best I can say there on our PG live stream. I mean, I guess I could have said the next Mr. Right. Right now? Right now for a long time.
For a long time.
Long time, yeah. So there we go, gentlemen. Now's your chance. You don't get many with, I'm telling you right now, the ladies that are also into cars. That is a blessing right there. So good luck to all that want to pursue that. Liz is starting to give me mean looks. I better stop. But yes, Brooke, I'm super thankful that you brought the lady friends and Phil. And I've had a good time with Phil for what little I've been able to hang out with him. But he's been amazing, so thank you for that.
Yeah, it's been a great time. I think all the ladies had fun. Julian even, brought them down the track, and they had a great time.
Yeah.
I mean, this has been an amazing event.
Well, appreciate that. Trying to get more females in the half mile in general, and of course we did see the overall half mile female record get broken yesterday.
Incredible.
Kennedy Marlowe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 243 and change. So cool thing is it's father-daughter team. Now, interestingly enough, just so you know, because you may not, Jessica James, who held the record for a long time with a 237, that's also another father-daughter team. Both cars Underground Racing built, and I believe that both the ladies are the same age, or very, very close.
Really?
Yep. At 21. When Jessica did that, I want to say she was 19, going on 20, I think.
Wow.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
Love to see it. Love to see these women in motorsports. Shout out to AZ Cycle Parts for putting on an amazing women's class this year. It's been awesome.
Yeah, I love all that, and hopefully we get more. Of course, you've already brought a host of ladies that are coming out for the next event, which is in Abilene, so that'll be fantastic.
Absolutely.
I got Jason, owner of Shift Sector, boss man himself, coming up here joining us on the mic. Jason, so tell me a little bit about some things you would see that obviously we're not.
Well, unfortunately, this delay is one of the things that we have to deal with. We rent these airport runways, and but at the end of the day, it is an airport first. We always accommodate the airport and what their needs are operationally, prioritize what they need to do. But they're very generous, obviously, to rent us the airport facilities for our race for the weekend. But this is just one of the unfortunate things that happened. But that plane's about to take off soon, and we've got a whole grid full of cars, just ready to go.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
At a moment's notice. So that's always a good thing. I try to remind everybody at home. Obviously, you're live on our live stream, on your live stream, sir. Actually, so. But I always try to remind everyone at home that this is an active airstrip. We are guests here, right? And so
absolutely.
I think it's the coolest thing ever. And of course, Andy Darlington. I haven't had a chance to say hello to him in person yet, but obviously, looks like the plane's getting ready to take off. But it is a reminder we are on an active airstrip. So
yeah, and it's great. We've had so many of our drivers, and actually including my wife. And since we started doing this race series 13 years ago, she obtained her private pilot's license, and just being around the airport, just the airport scene, and the convenience it is for some of these drivers to be able to fly into the actual airport that we're racing on. This weekend alone, I think we've had 5 jets fly in that were pilot or that were driver owned. These jets that fly in and bring them and their family, their friends, their race teams, their crew, straight into the facility that we're racing on. So the convenience of that is really cool, and it really makes us feel like we're just sort of partnering up with Aviation in that sense. It's really cool.
Yeah, I mean, that's Jason. That's a good fact, and it's also a unique Shift Sector Airstrip Attack kind of only thing, right? I mean, obviously, you're not going to fly into a quarter-mile airstrip because there isn't any. So
that's right. That's right.
So I think that's a Shift Sector Airstrip Attack kind of signature that has been very unique to our event for sure.
I think right before we did delay though, right? We saw the DCT record get broke. I think that's the last thing I saw before I headed in. Was it 252?
252. Tyler Mixon, of course, Underground Racing.
Incredible.
Yeah, and he was looking for. I talked to him yesterday about that because he'd been 246, 247. And of course, he wanted to get to 250. Was I think 249 and change was the record. He wanted to get to 250, and he swats it out of the ballpark with a 252. It's like that's just underground racing for you right there, right?
It's just so unreal because that car drives stock on the street. You know, being DCT and all. It doesn't have like harsh shifts or anything like that. So and then you step on it and it goes 252 in the standing half. It's absolutely insane. So congrats to those guys for that. That's just an incredible build for a real street car.
Yeah. I hadn't ever actually considered that. You know, more street car than some of these cars out here for sure. But I hadn't considered that. That's true. You know, everyone at home, you know, that's obviously, you know, the one thing that UGR does pride themselves in. Not a lot of extra or any extra aero that the cars do not come with from the factory in many cases, and then obviously they are street cars.
Yeah.
You know, first and foremost.
Air conditioned, full and you know, and last night we were at the bowling alley because I think most people at home wouldn't know, but UGR retains the shift sector bowling championship.
They did?
Trophy. Yeah.
Nice.
So they won last night again. We had Team Horsepower Lounge, Team Calvo, the shift sector team, and then Team UGR battling it out. But anyways, I was talking to Tyler there, and you know he knew he was going to get it today. So I'm really glad. I'm really happy for him. And it looks like that plane's gone, so we should be going racing. So
awesome. Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you for stopping by, Jason. Really appreciate it. So heard it from the man himself. Jason obviously does a fantastic job putting all these airstrip attacks at different states together, and couldn't be prouder to work for that man right there. And of course, big shout out to his wife Caroline. Caroline works really hard in all different aspects, pretty much merchandise and the grid girls, and obviously the largest support system for Jason. So without her, we would not be doing this. And I can say that truthfully because there was a couple airstrip attacks that she did not attend, and that was not by choice. She was not feeling well, and it just wasn't the same. So, Caroline, big shout out to you. Once again, women in motorsports, right? So, Brooke, are you queued back up?
I sure am.
Well, looks like we're getting ready to go back to racing, so that'll be fantastic.
You see this super cool shot of the pits? That is awesome.
Yeah. I mean, the drone footage from the Revolution team is just off the hook, as always. They do such a fantastic job, you know, putting these things together and making it work for us. Of course, we couldn't have done any or do any of this without Indiana Corn Marketing Council. So big shout out to the big jumper, Alina. Appreciate everything that you do for us as always, and thanks for, she always does this big kick jump at the starting line, and that's been kind of a tradition. So that, and we have a little selfie that we do you know, together. And so if you're watching or listening, which you very well could be, I know you're somewhere doing some Indiana Corn Marketing Council awesomeness, even on a Sunday. But anyway, big shout out to you. Thank you for everything that you've done over the years and are continually doing. And it's great to grow together, right? So First Farmers Bank and Trust and Unleaded 88 and just all that has just been amazing. So looks like that jet is flying off to somewhere else.
Pretty neat.
I think so, yeah. So we got, I think we got all the bathroom breaks in. I'm peppy and I'm ready to go, Brooke. I'm excited. I don't know what record is going to get rebroken or broke again next, but I feel like we broke so many records this weekend. It's a record-breaking weekend.
It sure is.
Very much so all over the place, not just underground racing. There's been quite a few records. I'm still getting confirmation on Jessica Hassing with the overall Mustang record. I believe she has it at 211 and change. I don't have direct confirmation of that. There's been a little bit of back and forth on one other car, but I can't seem to I can't seem to identify one way or the other. So yeah, we're getting ready to go back. You can see a great view of the pits there. Some fast action coming up. I don't know who's next. I don't have anybody in my queue to tell you who's coming up, but I can tell you that the pre-grid is completely full. So once they release us back to action, I would imagine it's going to go pretty quick because everybody's sitting there. They want to go out and let the cars eat, Brooke.
I want to get out there too, Jimmy. I think
Right?
I think I'm going to try to make a pass today.
Yeah? What are you going to do, the STO, or what are you going to
I
drive?
don't know. I want to see if maybe Julian will let me take the big boy out.
Ooh, I like that 200. Your first 200 pass.
That'd be great.
Could be here, right?
That'd be great.
That car's been 210. I've called it before, so I know it'll do it. I think Jessica drove that to a 208, if I remember right, maybe 209, and then somebody got 210. So there's your female. There's your opportunity right there.
Very nice. Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, it's a good car, and Julian obviously is awesome. Great having him in the sport, and obviously here. Such a good guy, and obviously let a couple of the ladies out last night, or I'm sorry, not last night, but yesterday, in a couple of his cars. So that's cool.
Did you see the in-car footage from that?
I didn't. No.
I'm gonna have to show you. It's
is it awesome?
hilarious.
Is
Yes,
it?
they had the time of their lives.
Oh, I haven't seen it yet. You gotta clue me in on these things. I'm always the last to know these things. Always the last. MC who? The MC's always the last to know. Except for when it comes to underground racing, they keep me in the loop, which I do see Kevin, who looks like he's making his way over here to probably let me know something. So let me take the microphone.
All right, sounds good. Unleaded 88 is the clean burning high octane 15% ethanol blend that is engine smart and earth kind. Find Unleaded 88 near you at incorn.org/ethanol. And again, thank you to all of you out there watching live on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitch. Love to see everyone interacting from home. All right, it looks like we got some cars coming down the strip. This is Raymond Powell with his Dodge Charger. Best of 146.96. And that pass was a 144.88. All right, looks like we have the Indiana Corn Marketing Council Mustang coming up. Glenn Griffiths, best of 168.7. Once again, Indiana Corn Marketing Council. Looks like something might have happened up there. He's coasting down to the finish line. All right, up next, Justin with the BMW M3. No time yet. Excited to see what he's going to do. All right, Dustin Bassey on the Ninja H2, best time of 200. Welcome back to the racing, Jimmy.
Oh, yes, thank you. Hey, I can't tell if you lost an exhaust or...
Man, those bikes fly.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. I just got another great whiff of that Indiana Corn Marketing Council E85.
Very close to his personal best, a 199.8.
That's great. Yeah, you can see we're still doing a little bit of cleanup there. Got Jordan Adams in the Challenger. Of course, Brooke, I got some information for us here.
Ooh.
Viewers at home are going to want to know.
I'm excited to hear this.
Yeah, first I've heard of this, so I'll get into that here in a minute. But right now, it looks like we got Jordan Adams.
His best of 168.35.
In that Challenger, 900 horse. No challenge there. Sounds good. So, of course, you know, I'll announce this when it happens. It looks like Underground Racing, since they have reset or set pretty much every single record there is a set in the half mile, like not joking, including the overall. I was just talking to Kevin Howarth, and anyway, so they're going to do a new thing. They're going to race the two brothers. Each brother has a different jet, and so they're going to race home.
A jet?
Both of them, yeah. So two different jets. So they have a support jet. That's the black one. I'll call it. So I'm going to call an Underground Racing jet when they take off. I think that'll be pretty cool. And then Casey Howarth, I probably just gave up the deets, but yeah, they're apparently going to race home.
That is so cool.
To North Carolina. So
wow.
Yeah. That's
something you don't see every day.
That's how competitive Underground Racing is. So I thought that was pretty cool. Had to announce that. Obviously, I will. I'll get more deets on that. We got Ron Vale there in his GT350. Rare car. They did not make a lot of those. I don't know the exact number, but it's actually a Shelby GT350 is what that car is. And they didn't make a lot of them, and they were not cheap when they made them. That was a Shelby, when Shelby was alive, kind of a thing, and so pretty cool to see. I think that's probably the only one I've ever called out in a half mile, which I think is pretty cool. Got Maximilian in the ZX-10R, been at 167.7. You can see him right there in the starting line, along with a frantic crew trying to clean up something. I don't know what. I think somebody dumped some Kool-Aid. I think somebody had a Kool-Aid incident. Yeah. Well, somebody got excited. There was a big pass, and then the Kool-Aid flew everywhere. So Kool-Aid's hard to clean up. It's either that or Sunir had an accident. I don't know which.
My God.
Where is Sunir? I haven't seen him.
I have not seen Sunir this entire weekend.
Because he's going from RV to RV. It's Sunir. It's Sunir.
Well, I'm going to have to link up with him before I leave and say hello to my teammate.
Love him dearly. Make sure when you see him, grab one of his air fresheners. Hopefully he still has one.
I sure hope he does.
Yeah.
I left mine in my car back in Chicago.
Oh, you do have one.
I have one.
Oh, now I'm jelly. Totally jelly. Not going to lie. Nothing better than a Sunir air freshener.
It's now permanently affixed in my car. All right, Maximilian.
Yeah, he's been waiting there a little bit. Not sure kind of what we got going on here. Of course, we're directed by Jeffrey J. Hart. You can find him at jeffreyjhart.com, Instagram as well. Does some pretty cool stuff. As you've gotten to know Jeff, you can tell he's a perfectionist, and you can see the live stream. It looks like an actual production you would see on any sports network. Very unique to Airstrip Attack events.
Truly does, and what an incredible team.
Yeah, they the whole team, the Revolution team is top notch. Shout out to Ryan Randalls at home somewhere. He's in Denver, Colorado. Ka-chow! That's just for you, buddy. That's who started the starting line big kick. He did this big kick. Those that know, right? All the OGs.
All right, Jimmy, I have something for you. I'm about to pull it up.
I'm in.
This is something we talked about on Friday.
Oh, this will be good. I'm just checking in my flight for tomorrow.
So, Jimmy, on Friday, we were talking about that big 22 that you see there on the starting line. And you're talking about how you didn't know what it meant, and you tried to ask around. And thankfully, my husband, he knew this information, and he let me know that 22 is the magnetic north. It's 220 degrees when you're taking off in that direction, so that's for the pilots to see.
Wow. Well, kudos to Hubs at home. That's amazing. I did not know that. And I have been looking for that answer, so appreciate that. That's amazing. I truly just thought it was some random number. I'm like, do we have 22? Like, how did this happen? You know, kind of a thing. I had no idea.
All right, here comes Maximilian. Moving. All right, that's a 164.47 for Maximilian. Up next, we got the SRT4 back on the line.
Oh, no, that's not an SRT4. No, that's a fancy neon.
My apologies. Fancy neon. Chris Engel, best time of 1:53.9. All right, looked like a good pass. $155.2 for Chris Engel in the Dodge Neon. Here comes that rowdy Mustang, Chris Craig in the Shelby GT 500.
Yeah, Brooke, that thing is rowdy, I would say for sure. Been a best of 184.5. Not sure what mile an hour looks like on that just yet, but wow. Christopher Craig getting it done.
It's one of those cars you can feel from all the way over here on the side of the track.
Yep. 181.16 for that pass. Dustin Faulkner in the Busa coming up. No mile an hour yet for him, but Brooke's about ready to read it.
That's a cool looking suit too.
Yeah, I like that.
You know, I gotta tell you, race car drivers and their suits, we need an upgrade. These bikers really are showing off.
That's a great shot right there. Kind of gets a feel for the speed. It looked pretty fast. I don't know what the mile an hour is.
Dustin in the Busa, 181.3.
Wow. Oh, these bikes are so fast.
All right, we got a spaceship coming up.
Ooh, I like spaceships. I want to ride in a spaceship. Are you saying that Tesla flies, or just sounds like one?
It sure sounds like one.
For some reason I don't have that info on my screen. Not sure what's up.
All right, what do we got here?
I'm not 100% sure. It's a half mile away, Brooke. I can't see that
I
far.
think that's a Jaguar.
I think you're right.
First Jaguar I've seen all weekend.
That is a Jaguar. Yeah, baby. Yeah. Brooke over here waiting for it to sink in. Wait for it. Wait for it. Oh, that's a burnout right there.
Wow.
That is the burnout, authorized burnout area.
Little
Not sure.
burnout box.
Just an FYI, shout out to our tower. We are not getting any information on our screen timing-wise, and we do have internet.
All right, we got a Corvette over here. Looks like Aaron Wilson up against Nikolai and his Hellcat. All right, Nikolai coming around the Corvette. Great pass for both of them. All right, Nikolai with a 148 and Aaron in the Corvette with a 154. Up next, we got Justin Stortz, Viper GTS, and Brandon Franklin in his Chevy Corvette. Man, something about those Vipers, they sure sound good. We have a Sissio R8 coming up. Best time of 2:18, very quick. Don't have any information on the herd one on the left. Julian Bassler in his Nismo in the right lane. Daniel Bartram in the Z06 left lane. Z06 getting it. $149 for the Z06, $146 for the Nismo. Up next, we have Jennifer Harper in her Camaro right lane. Left lane, Scott Rogers in his Z06. All right, Scott Rogers, 147. Jennifer Harper, 152. John Moore here in his Z06. And Seth Moore in his CT4V Blackwing. Waiting on those times here. Seth Moore, 131. John Moore, 160. We have Clint Sweet in his GT500. Briar Madden in the 2016 Dodge Hellcat. That's a 187. That thing is quick. Hellcat 192.9. 192.9. Clint Sweet in the GT500 180.5. Briar Madden in the Hellcat 192.9. That is his new best for the weekend, up from 187. That's quite a jump. Very impressive. All right, here's Bob Ford in the Dodge. Andrew Weidel in the Corvette. Looks like Bob might have let up a little bit. 135.2 for Bob. Andrew Weidel, 157. AJ Rodman in the Huracan Evo, best of 208. This should be an exciting pass. Starting off strong. AJ Rodman, that looked like a fast pass. Keith Reynolds not far behind in the Z06. 212, AJ Rodman, 212.2. That is the best of the weekend for him. Keith Reynolds with the 151. Lovely combo up here. This is Julian Bassler in the Performante versus Julian Bassler in the Lamborghini STO. Not sure how he's driving both cars at once, but look at them go. Beautiful cars. 150 for the Performante. $153 for the STO. All right, what do we got here? Left lane, Jeff Wisher, GT350R, moving. Followed by Tomas in his BMW 760. $171, Jeff Wisher in the GT350R, $130 for the BMW 760. Up next we have Matt Shurinoff in his Range Rover Sport And next to him, John Furby in the BMW M4. Looks like Range Rover got the hit, but the M4 came around him.
Wow, I'm back.
Welcome back, Jimmy.
Yeah, whether you want me back or not, here I am. I really appreciate that, Brooke. Thanks so much. I have a real good friend and another guest. I'm back. Like I said, I had to turn my other microphone on, so I've got a couple guests here, so I appreciate you. They flew in just to see me, so I thought that was pretty neat. But
aren't you special?
No, not really, but I do appreciate you taking over the mic, and I saw some real fast runs. I'm sorry I missed them, but big shout out to everyone that's...
Saw two really fast over 200 miles per hour passes.
Wow, who was that?
AJ Rodman, I believe, and
okay.
Nathan Sissio.
Oh, Nathan did another 200
Yeah.
plus. Okay, good. Sissio Performance in the house. Well, I got, sorry, I'm catching my breath here. I feel like I've been running. All I did is walk over there. But
Need some water, Jimmy?
I could use some water, that's for sure. But again, I got a couple guests here. So big shout out to Will Harris Trucking. Probably check them out online if you're. I think he's going to get into hauling some cars. Who's this right here? Is that Mark Rau? That is Mark Rau, I believe.
I think it is.
It is. There's number one right there. Fastest man on the property, 260.7 miles an hour. Looks like he's in the rental expedition. I don't even think that's going to compare to he got a little sideways there. Did you see that?
Wow. What did he do to that thing?
I'm not sure, but he's going to get overtaken by the Corvette. That might be a first for him. But he did say he was going to run the rentals, and he generally does. So let's see. He's got the. It's funny because he, to those that don't know at home, he's got the world record number one on the side of the thing. So 113.07 for that. So it looks like we got an in-car. What's this?
Oh, the McLaren is the in-car in the McLaren. Very nice. 111. That's Sean in the 720S.
Yeah, I'm not even going to touch that last name. The last thing I want to do is really make that a big butchered event. So Nicholas Duffy in the Corvette, 350 horse, no mile an hour, but that is a great in-car right there, Brooke.
Wow.
Yeah, not sure what's up with that. I think, you know what, Brooke? He definitely let out, but I would say he's out for a Sunday drive.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it is Sunday, so there's that.
Good one, Jimmy.
Looks like up on deck, we got a couple. Well, we got Todd Nall back.
Oh, excited for Todd Nall's pass.
Mm-hmm. I wonder if he put duct tape over the fuel door that he blew off at 100.
Why don't you tell our viewers at home what happened there?
Well, Todd, such a good sport. Love Todd. Been calling him for years. Consider him a true friend. Shout out to Amber, his wife. He spun, never touched dirt, never went off the airstrip, but did go backwards at about 140 and blew off the fuel doors. So, and in case
Great recovery.
It was an amazing recovery. I'm not even going to lie. And the other thing, he's looking for 200 plus. I know that.
I think he said specifically, Jimmy, 211.
211. Okay. Well, if anybody can do it, it's definitely him. But just for those at home that would like to know, and I don't even know if Todd knows this yet, he will soon, or his insurance company will. Those fuel doors, not painted, are $1,100. So
ooh, that's a tough one.
that was a real costly spin.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Ask me how I know. But
how do you know?
well, Jason had a bad fast Porsche. He still has a couple nice cars, but he had one, and it got a little less grippy than it should have. This is years ago, and he blew his fuel door off. And
Really? So this is a Porsche thing?
this is a Porsche thing, yeah. You can see our grid girl out there, ready for some arm drop. Not sure what the delay overall is there, but
You know, Jimmy, I love these AIM Performance Porsches. Very versatile. Can do so many different kinds of racing.
yeah, I mean, obviously these are street cars. Looks like it was advantage launched by the Stingray, but I have a feeling Todd's going to go right
There
around the
he
outside.
comes. Looking fast.
Yeah, that was a smoother shift point. Looks like he made some changes. I hope that's a big mile an hour for Todd. $193.8 for Todd that time. Again, he's been sneaking up on a new combination. I know they'd made some changes in that car, so this is the first weekend out for some of those changes. And really a 141.5, not bad for the LT3 Stingray, so there's that.
I don't think I've seen this car this weekend.
Just because we had that good plane delay, I want to let everybody know here the qualifying has been extended to 12:30. So I want to make that announcement one more time for everyone here. Everybody's hearing it at home too. Qualifying has been extended to 12:30. So everybody here hopefully got that message. It looks like we got a little smoky smoke for those that are here. I'm not on race ops, but we got a little smoke coming out of the back of that Mustang. Sean Trimarco, 2,000 horsepower. He's been a 189. Not sure what's going on there, but definitely want to probably make sure everything's good.
Alicia Lynch in the C8 left lane. The best of 140.6. Let's see what she could put down this time.
Gustav, BMW M3040i, been a best of 133. That's in your other lane there. Got some great footage. I don't know if there's a delay on track. What we got, I know we were following that Mustang. It was a little. I don't know. I kind of smelled coolant, I think, there for a little bit. So hopefully nothing serious.
Looks like the BMW with the hit there, but here comes Alicia.
Whoa, yeah, you're not gonna joke about that. Alicia's pretty serious about it in the dreamsicle colored C8.
It's a pretty color.
I love it. Orange, you glad that she came?
You're full of the dad jokes, aren't you?
I am a dad. Proud dad, yep, of 4. Matter of fact, shout out to my son, Braden Shaberg. He's here working in timing and scoring, and he won't hear this until later, and then he'll have a good laugh about it.
Alicia with a 139.6.
Gustav with a mind-boggling 82.7. We're going to have to show him where the gas pedal is, I think. It's probably time. When he pulls over, I'll show him where it's at. It's that one that's over to the right.
Jeremy Palmer with the suspiciously not looking like a Skyline GTR
that's
in the left lane.
Trackhawk Skyline edition. Going up against Elise Flat M3. Elise been 144.7 so far.
That Skyline Trackhawk's pretty quick.
Yeah, Skyline Trackhawk. I think that's a new name, Brooke. We did it right there. And, of course, Elise Flat in the M3 right next there with a 139.4.
143.3 for Jeremy Palmer.
Yeah, that's pretty good for the Skyline. I think I see another bike and car action coming up. Oh, this just in. First Farmers Bank and Trust, that Ferrari F8 Spider is First Farmer Bank and Trust sponsored car.
Really?
Yeah. Right here.
And it's fast.
Fast enough to hold off that bike. Wow.
Truly impressive.
I would say so. You know, not a lot of Ferraris come out, and I don't know why. But a 174.3 for Ashley on that bike to Jace's 179 on the Busa. First Farmer Bank and Trust back in the house for sure. Love that. Looking for some more interaction. You got a pipeline to the Princess. I feel like I'm doing a call center, but
got the live stream going right here with me.
Pipeline to the Princess. The Alpha Princess. Of course, I'll say this, and I will only say it once. Make sure that you, and I haven't seen anything that it hasn't been, but just make sure that you are in kind when you have a pipeline to the Alpha Princess, please. And again, I haven't seen anything bad, but I am still a dad, so, you know, just making sure we're asking good questions and not super spicy ones.
Everyone's being very kind.
Joel Morrell with a 173.4. Charles on the other side, 188.9. While Brooke checks out all the goodness that's happening on our live stream right now. Tracy Clark Camaro, 151.9 best so far. And the Atomic Orange Corvette on the other side, Z06. I don't have all the info, but I want to say it ran like a 150, 160 something. It's just not in my queue, but great looking car. Not a lot of Atomic Orange Z06s. It's one of those colors that just looks amazing in person and looks pretty good in photos, but in person, hard to beat. Tracy Clark coming up in that ZL1 mile an hour, not sure. Little delay on my side. There it is, 150.4. Cody with a 158.2.
All right, we got Demir here in the Audi R8.
Kim in the GT350. Kim's been a 147.3 first hit.
Love seeing this blue R8. What a pretty color.
I love it. It's like robin's egg blue.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
I mean, seriously, a pretty blue 1,000 horsepower R8. I'll take it.
Yeah, I can't beat it. I have a feeling that's your next car. Kim with a 155.1.
Demir with a 173.
Nice. Russell Hess, Nova SS. Look at that beast. Did her 171.0 yesterday.
Wow. Eugene McAllister on the CBR 1000 RR. That's a mouthful.
That's for his competitors. Scares him off, and he's starting to gap the bike. You're going to watch a 69 Nova SS dominate a Honda CBR 1000 RR. Not a 600, but a 1000. Russell Hess putting in the big work. 164.11, second fastest overall for him.
So 147.78 for Eugene.
Still a great job, but not enough.
All right, up next we have Josh Barkley in the left lane, M8 comp. Best time so far, 143.
Oh, now here we have.
Now let me tell you about this man in the right lane.
I think you're going to have to announce it because there's just no way I'm going to get it right, and I don't want to get it wrong.
This is Dan Perugini. It's a 2022 Hellcat Red Eye jailbreak wide body, 885 horsepower at motor.
Wow.
His personal best is 160.71. That was earlier this year in Kansas.
Oh yeah.
This car has a full warranty, full weight, nothing removed whatsoever.
Had a full warranty. Of course I'm kidding. I mean, it's a jailbreak, right? Isn't that a get out of jail free
And
card?
look at that, he just ran his best time of the weekend, 156.69. Good job, Dan.
So yeah, I just we got Christopher Burke up here in that nth moto. Beautiful Viper.
Love
thing.
this
It's bad
thing.
fast. 224. I know he's looking for 230. Oh my goodness, if he can pull it off. It's an nth moto, so build, so you never know. And Christopher's a great driver, so here we go.
Wow, this thing's moving.
Uh-oh, got
Ooh.
fire. We're gonna have to probably take a look at that. Looks like it's out. Still a little smoky smoke.
All right, we're going to hold for a minute here. Let me see, we have Gregory Cross in the right lane in his 2012 Subaru WRX, 415 horsepower. And unfortunately, I don't have any information on the left lane. All right, it looks like the fastest man on the property is walking over. I'm sorry, excuse me. The fastest man in the world is walking over.
Hello. How y'all doing today?
We got Mark Rau here, fastest man in the world, 260 pass yesterday. How are you feeling about that?
I'm feeling pretty good. It
Awesome.
was, hello. Oh, we're on live stream. Oh, okay. All right, here we go. What's the questions? I feel good.
Oh, well, let me ask the live stream. Live stream, do you have any questions for Mark Rau? He's sitting here next to me, ready to answer some questions. Mark, I have a question for you. How was that incredibly fast pass in the rental vehicle?
It hit the limiter at 112.
Did it really? I think that you hit 113 though.
Really? Wow.
I think it was, if I'm not mistaken, a 113. Is that right? Can I get someone in my ear letting me know?
That's impressive for a Ford.
Yeah,
That's impressive for a Ford.
pretty impressive. Did you have it loaded down or is it just you?
It was just me. I had to save weight.
Very nice, very nice. All right, so might have some questions coming in the live stream.
List your mods. Underground racing.
Very, very good answer. Very good answer.
Let's see what else we got here. Are you gonna try and pass 260? Not today. We're gonna save the car for Abilene.
Great choice. Great choice. All right, anything else for Mark Rau? Mark, thank you for joining us up here.
Thank you.
It's been an amazing weekend. Had a lot of fun.
Great weather. Underground racing got 4 records this weekend, so we killed it.
One of Underground's own dominated and set the women's world record from the AZ Cycle Parts women's class. How do you feel about that?
That's what we came to do. That's a way to represent for what we're trying to do for the women here.
Love to see it. Thank you for what you're doing for women in motorsports. You know, that means a lot to me personally, and also to all of my lady racers in the industry. So thank you so much, Mark.
All right, someone's asking, yes, it's still a 315 tire.
Nice Forza question. It looks like someone's about to try and build your car in Forza. That's
Let's
pretty
go.
cool.
Let's
That's
go.
pretty neat. All right, you're gonna have to send a picture to us, Fisher of Humans, when you build your Forza Mark Rau UGR Lamborghini STO.
That's right. Somebody named Bridget says, was it really a rental? Yes, my Ford was a rental. My Lamborghini was not.
If that was the case, I would be trying to rent one as well. All right, y'all. Anything else for Mark Rau before I let him go?
All right.
All right, Mark. Thank you so much for coming over here with us.
Thanks for coming out, and thanks for everybody for witnessing history. And Bridget, Brooke, sorry.
That's good. Bridget's in the chat.
Yeah, that's where I was meant. So I converted Brooke over to the shift sector half mile now. So she's going to represent in the women as well.
Absolutely. Can't wait to be here. We're going to see each other in Abilene. Excited to be part of the crew now. Thank you
That's
for
right.
the invitation. It was Mark that got me out here, so thank you, Mark. Congratulations again, and we'll talk to you soon.
All right, thank you. Thank you.
Again, that was Mark Rau, fastest man in the world in the half mile. Also, co-owner of AZ Cycle Parts, who put on the women's class here at Shift Sector Airstrip Attack. Now, I know you can't see Mark right now, but he's walking around with a 250 mile per hour jacket. I think that they're going to have to upgrade that really soon. They owe you a 260 jacket. Got a couple of my friends over here, including Liz Smith. Miss Liz Smith, have you gotten any DMs since we posted your singular status online? No, I've gotten many for you. So we'll have to sync up after this, and I'll show you the potential bachelors. I actually got a text from a good friend of mine. I'm not going to release his name here, but I'm going to let you read this. So one more shout out, Miles Kerr. He is also single and thinks Liz is cute, so we might have a match here. Miles Kerr, the fastest Integra in the half miles, is that right? And Miles, I apologize, but Jimmy is taking full credit for that hookup, so all right, enjoy you two. Again, just so you know, we announced this earlier, but just another announcement, we will be extending qualifying till 12:30. Qualifying will be extended to 12:30. All right, you know what? I do have another friend here, Sana Data Boy, Lady Zilla. Do you want to tell me about your pass yesterday you made in Julian's STO? I mean, that was pretty cool. Tell me about that. Sana, say hello to everyone.
Hi, everyone. Glad to be here.
So tell me, yesterday you did a side-by-side pass. You and Natasha took Julian's STO, or did you take the Performante?
No, I was in. We were in the STO.
You were in the STO,
Yeah.
Okay. And Liz was over in the Performante.
Yep.
Tell me how that went.
It was great. It was my first time driving any sort of Huracan, and it just felt so good. Even though it's stock, it was just amazing. And I'm kind of scared because now I kind of want a V10.
You know, I have been running into this issue for a while now, Sana. You know, you and me race together. We're always up against these V10s, and I have a feeling that we're falling down this trap of we're going to have to get V10s together now.
You know, after Texas 2K, and I had beaten quite a few V10s this year, and I just felt really good in my GTR afterwards, but I don't know. After yesterday, if you can't beat them, join them.
I think that's fair enough. You know, those cars are beautiful. They sound good. They make good power. They're versatile. You can race them many different ways. So, well, thank you, Sana, for giving us that information. I hope you have a great rest of your day.
Thank you. You too.
All right. Again, I always want to shout out the Indiana Corn Marketing Council, the official sponsor of the ethanol class this year. What is not to like about better engine performance, cleaner air, and lower cost? Get all three when you fill up with E85. Visit incorn.org/ethanol. E85, engine smart, earth kind. The American Lung Association supports the use of high-octane, low-carbon biofuel as a clean air choice alternative to petroleum fuel because of biofuel's ability to combat climate change. The choice is easy. Choose biofuel. Again, E85 and E15, no matter which ethanol blend you choose, you are lowering greenhouse gas emissions and your bill to fill. Find a station at incorn.org/ethanol. All right, everyone, thanks for holding with us here. Trying to sort some things out. We'll be back live here shortly. All right. Getting things ready here. Still waiting on information on the left lane. If I can get some racer information on the left lane. All right, while we're waiting, maybe we can talk to some more people. I have Natasha over here. I'm trying to get Natasha to bring her bike out to the next race. I think that'll be exciting to add another woman racer to the group. And then last but not least, we have Phil. Phil has been driving us around all weekend, a great chauffeur. Shouts out to Phil. Thanks for being the pseudo husband for all of the ladies here this weekend on our ladies trip. I appreciate you taking one for the team. Beautiful day out here out on the track. Nice to see the pits right here. Nice shot of the pits. Again, I am live on the live stream. If you have any questions, be happy to answer them while we have some time here. All 204 of you right now. Looks like we're just securing the track here. Beautiful. Look at all those cars lined up. I mean, that is such a cool view right there. Really puts in perspective how long a half mile is. All right, so just so you know, all of our cars that we have staged right now, you will all be set to qualify, even if we go past the 12:30 mark. So right now, if you are in the staging lanes, you will be able to make a qualifying pass. All right, here we go. Gregory Cross in the right lane. WRX STI and Josh Cage in the left lane, BMW X5. Gregory Cross with a 1:39.58. That is the best time for him of the weekend. Josh Cage with a 1:24.1. All right, we have someone in the chat asking, is it an open class today or is it more specific? So just so you know, right now we are running qualifying passes. So everyone making these passes are qualifying for every class. All right, we have Caleb Cage in the left lane, BMW M4, Brian Fuller, Z06 in the right lane. All right, Brian Fuller in the Z06 152.2. Waiting on the time for Caleb Cage. Up next, though, we have Nicolay in the Hellcat. Aaron Wilson in the Corvette. Caleb Cage 139.7 in that M4. Nicolay 149.2, Aaron Wilson in the Corvette 149.5. All right, that was Brad Pursley in the GT 145.2 and Doug Seitz in the Corvette 162. Got Josh Gemmell up next in the Dodge Hellcat, best of 158, against Barry Malone, his Z06, best of 164. Waiting on those times for the last pass, we got Michael Penny in the Busa. Best of 147. Sounds good coming down the track. All right, we got this Jaguar back out, Luis. 590 horsepower. Up against Scott Rogers, Z06, best of 147.9. See if he can get that 148. Solid pass for both of them. Scott Rogers with a 147.4, almost there, 142.9 for Luis. Look at this truck. This is a Chevy C10, nicknamed Loretta. Be his first pass of the weekend, up against Rob Clark. Rob Clark 131, Shane Temple 146. All right, that's Steve McNew out there in the Mach 1 left lane, best of 153.6. Colton Hodge, Z06, best of 157.5. All right, Josh Spence in the CTSV wagon. Someone in the live stream wanted to see this car back out today. The fast wagon up against a fast bike. Can he reel him in? Wow, that was so close. I don't even know who got through first. That was amazing. Joe Miller in the left lane in the ZH2. 197.98. Josh Spence in the CTSV. That wagon is a beast. That was his best time of the weekend so far by 5 miles an hour. We have a very taped up Viper. That's Will Bartleson. Left lane Spencer King in the Z06. Wow, this is a matchup. Oh, and the Viper comes around. All that tape, Jimmy, all that tape. It helped him out.
Wow, look at you go, Brooke. I love it. I've actually, I finished up a couple things. Thanks for taking over and doing a fantastic job. I don't even think anybody's missed me at this point with the amazing job that you've done.
I appreciate it.
And will continue to do because you're not going anywhere, because I won't have that. But anyway, I actually stood back and watched in awe and amazement, Miss Barini. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Did Christmas come early?
That's a great point.
All these cars came wrapped up. There's Mick Lay right here. Mick's been a 200.1 in this Camaro. I know Brooke's getting ready to make a little spicy hot pass in a little something. I don't know what yet,
Ooh,
but
that'd be pretty fun.
yeah, I'm excited to call Mick right there with a 190.6. But I am excited to call your very first half-mile race, if you want to call it a race. You're in somebody else's car, obviously, but
I'm excited to have the opportunity. I think it's gonna be fun.
I think so too. And it's kind of like one of those things. Calling Miles Kerr first 200-mile-an-hour pass. That to me, that was a rite of passage. So look what you've done for me, right?
Oh, I'm very excited, Jimmy. Thanks for having me out here this weekend. Having a blast. You know, all this tape, Jimmy, are you giving him tips? Because I know Miles Kerr loves to have his tape on, so you've been giving him some pointers there?
Yeah, I mean, Miles Kerr, you can say for sure that he has 200-plus mile-an-hour tape, right? So I know, if I'm not mistaken, what is let's see, Miles in the quarter miles been 195, is that right? And Brooke, what was your fastest mile an hour in the quarter?
186?
Oh, 186. So that means that the Honda is faster.
You know,
by
Jimmy,
a mile an
this
hour?
joke is it's getting old, buddy. You know, I'm gonna have to show you up one of these times.
I think you're gonna have to, and I think we should get. I think the runoff and we get Miles Kerr in the half mile. I think we just let him eat both, right?
Yeah, I think that'd be great.
There's where it's really gonna shine, right? The
All right.
Alpha Princess. That's where it's gonna shine, right? That half mile deal, because Miles 213 and change, if I'm not mistaken, in the half, right? So. What's the Alpha Princess going to do? What was that, 212 and I eat pie?
Well, Jimmy, I'm going to make it official.
Oh, here we go.
So I'm going to officially call out Miles Kerr
Oh,
to
snap.
race me at the next half-mile event.
I like it. All right.
I'm-
What's the deets? Like, who gets what?
I don't know.
I
we're
get a
gonna-
pie in the face if it's 212
if it's
or
212,
more.
you get a pie in the face.
Right.
I'll have to talk to Miles offline and figure out what we're going to do there.
No bragging rights at all below 212, though, for the Alpha Princess, though, because Miles with a 213 and change. So.
You know what? Maybe we're going to up that number to 213 then.
Oh, okay. I'm down.
213, 5.
I'm down. Well, Lizard would love to, get in on that, right?
She probably would.
Right. So let's figure that out maybe offline, so we're not, going crazy here online. But let's figure that offline. Miles,
All right.
you have been officially called out by the Alpha Princess, and we'll have to see. Now, Miles does have a passenger seat.
And so do I.
In the Gringo Tegra, so this could get interesting. How do we pull that off? I feel like there's a multiple different ways. Yeah, you heard it here first. That's TX2K half mile showdown.
Yeah, something about being scared to race an Integra, but Jimmy, not me.
Oh, I never said you were scared. No, I just
no,
said.
no, that's the running joke, though. Everyone's scared to race that Integra.
Oh, that's fact. Well, that was Chuck, I believe, who said, I'm not racing that Integra. That was at Street Outlaws. I really wish I would have went to that. It looked like it was a lot of fun. But nonetheless, I had some friends that did, and that was fantastic. It's going to be, I can't wait to see that race. Have you guys, no, you wouldn't have raced it, now that I think about it, you guys wouldn't have ever raced at TX2K. I don't know
No,
why I asked
we've been
that.
in the lanes next to each other, but
I bet.
that's about it.
Well, I'm pretty excited to call that race. I know English Racing, of course, has the Redzilla out here. That's Patrick Kennedy Racing.
My favorite car on the property this weekend.
Yeah, that's like I said, that build was intense. Big shout out to the team, Sean, for sure, Sean Hart at Team English Racing, for the amount of hours that were put in that car to get that. I don't want to give up any secrets or anything by any means, but to get that car to do what it does was not an easy task for anyone involved. And I do know Sean Hart put a lot of hours into that, and of course Brad Ruth, part of the English Racing team, did some amazing fabrication in that car, and yeah, I'm just super proud that that I didn't hardly have anything to do with it other than I was there for the tail end. So nonetheless, it was fun to be there, and of course Radine Racing and those GTRs, and I can't remember the fastest Radine did in the GTR. I want to say it was just below 250. I want to say it was 248 and change.
I think you're right.
That's what I remember. So, yeah, I don't know if English Racing is listening. Miles might be. But we're just waiting for a little bit of track cleanup here. Of course, Indiana Corn Marketing Council providing us all the goodness and the live stream. Unleaded 88, E85. You can find. Where can you find like unleaded 88? Let's say you're cruising around in your lawnmower and you want more unleaded 88. Where do you find that, bro?
Jimmy, you could always go to Casey's and fill up on unleaded 88 or 85. And you can also grab an ice cold beverage and maybe some snacks.
Yeah, well, I did do the beverage grab this morning. As always, I go in and say hello. And
I heard Casey's also has some really good pizza.
they do. Had a couple slices, not this time around, because I was in a hurry, running a little behind, and so grabbed my stuff, signed a couple autographs that were.
Autographs?
Yeah, I did for you actually, because
thank
they didn't
you,
ask for
Jimmy.
mine, but I'm like, yeah, I'll sign for her. That's fine. And it was like, I heard the Alpha Princess is in town. Where's the car? And I'm like, that's not the question you want to ask right now, but. A lot of cars already in pre-grid. I know we had extended everything to 12:30 for the, for the cutoff for the next round.
And again, anyone who is in the staging lanes, do not worry. If we go over 12:30, you are still going to be able to make your qualifying pass if you're in the staging lanes when I made that announcement.
So we'll probably just we'll get through all those cars and make sure that they're obviously up to the front and ready to go, which is good. Great interview I heard with Mark Rau. He's excited for his the only 260 mile an hour shift sector Airstrip Attack jacket that will be made. Hopefully there'll be more, and hopefully Mark's name's on them or whatnot, but that's where we're at now.
And it was great talking to Mark. Obviously, he's extremely excited about his 260 mile per hour pass, but he's also very excited about the AZ Cycle Parts women's class, and I love seeing that. I just love seeing all that energy, and I love giving back to the industry and getting women more involved. So thank you personally, Mark Rau, for putting on that AZ Cycle Parts women's class.
Yeah, I mean, if it wasn't for Mark, he wouldn't be sitting there. I know
That's true.
He definitely wants to. And should take all that credit. I know you and I had talked, but Mark put him in the room, and he closed the deal. So here you are, and I really appreciate that, Mark. And it's been a good time.
It has been. I've really enjoyed this weekend. It's been awesome.
Brought all your, well, not all your awesome friends, but a lot of your awesome friends, and they've been a blast to hang out with, and hopefully we've shown them a good enough time they want to come back. Sounds like they do. And Phil, so that's good.
Phil.
We just got to get his GTR. I don't know. Is he Phil? Are you working on your GTR?
It's a parts car.
Oh,
for Sana.
Oh, don't know. I'm out. Well, I know Sana will be back. She's part of the 200-mile-an-hour club, so that's no doubt.
Phil, okay.
So Phil's gonna beat Sana in Sana's car. Is that how that works?
Phil calling out Sana. This is a domestic dispute right here. Uh-oh, that just happened. I'm staying out. Anyways,
of that one.
Jimmy,
Marital bliss is what I wish. Marital bliss.
Jimmy, I also want to thank the entire staff here at Shift Sector Airstrip Attack for being so kind, welcoming me with open arms. Thank you all for making this an incredible weekend for me and for everyone here.
Yeah, no, I mean, obviously it's been great to, for the whole weekend for you all to fly down, and some of your friends only knew seconds before they were sent their plane tickets that they were coming to, and so that's pretty cool. And I think we might have even, Liz, I think, is on the right track and path with a good friend of mine, Miles Kerr, just giving that shout out. So Miles, don't mess
this
that
up, buddy.
Yeah, don't do it.
I'll come after you.
Yeah, I'm not good. So definitely make sure that you take good care of our lizard.
This just in, Jimmy. Miles is shooting his shot.
Really? Well, I can say publicly that Miles may or may not have been sent one of our group photos a couple days ago to maybe help that along. Well, there you go. It's now we're just hooking things up and making things happen. So far, the accomplishments. We've got Brooke Barini coming down, joining us in the half mile. That'll be interesting in itself in many different ways. I'm excited to see the Alpha Princess out on the airstrip doing its thing with you piloting that beast. And then, of course, we've got Natasha bringing a bike. Also very excited for that. Of course, we got Sana probably looking for more than 200 miles an hour and likely going to be faster than Phil anyway. So we got that, right? And then we got Lizard. I don't know if she's going to make a full drift pass or be a passenger.
Now that would be something else, huh?
Yeah, well, or just be a passenger in the Gringo Tegra. And, Miles, if you're listening, remember you can only go 180 with a passenger, so don't forget that. But maybe that's where that's going to go. I don't know. Either way, I'm excited to find out. And
as am I.
Obviously, I'm a big fan of everyone. So there's some of the accomplishments we've done just because you're here, right? And since you've been here, we've had 2 women break records. The overall half-mile record, which is Kennedy now, Marlowe, at 2:43 and change. And then Jessica, if Jessica's listening, I did get confirmation that she does own the Mustang half-mile record.
Absolutely incredible.
Yep. So I did get confirmation of that. Apparently,
congrats.
Quote unquote, someone was joking, and I quote, and so there was some. Anyway, I got that sorted out, Jessica. Congratulations, 211. You own the Mustang half-mile record, and well on your way to the 230 that I know that is your next step. So,
Jessica, well deserved. I know that you really put in the work this weekend, you and your husband and your team. I know you had a lot of issues, not only with your intercooler, but you had some issues with tires. So good on you for going out there and getting it done. It really shows your hard work and dedication. Congratulations.
All right. So I appreciate all that, Brooke. Fantastic. We've got a plane taking off, and we're still doing a little bit of cleanup here. And so we're going to take our break a little early. And obviously I want to make sure that, you come back, because we have a lot of big stuff that's kind of geared up, our finals being number 1. But I want to thank, obviously, Indiana Corn Marketing Council, E85, Unleaded 88 for everything. And so we're going to cut the stream here for just a little bit while we take our break, about 45 minutes to an hour or so. And I fully expect every one of you, that's you, and even you, to come back and join us here for some fun. So come on back. We're going to have a fantastic time and continue the party. And much thanks, of course, to Revolution, and of course Jeffrey J. Hart, and Revolution and Shift Sector sponsors this event, along with Indiana Corn Marketing Council, E85, and Unleaded 88, and First Farmers Bank. AZ Cycle Parts as well. Thank you so much. We'll be right back. All right.